Married, 10 years. Wife cheating and confronted her. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Married, 10 years. Wife cheating and confronted her. So I need some honest advice here. My wife died, married 10 years, kids, great relationships, and I would regard her as my best friend up to about 3 days ago. I had massive amount of data being used on my phone, turned out to be an app. No big deal. However, when I pulled up the usage data, it automatically pulls up phone calls first. I see a 45-minute phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning to a number I don't know, so I look up the number and how many calls, how long, etc. Turns out, there is 37 calls to this number, 25 of them after I have been asleep in bed. Many of them, 1, 2, 3, even 4 in the morning. I confronted her. She is a new great job with a very intelligent boss she envies and made us clear to me. I've always trusted her. All the calls were to her boss. He called only 3 or 4 times. She said that everything we talked about was work-related. Insisted the net over and over again. Despite this, I know some of the nights that we had been having a few tutties, weekends. She also lied to me 2 minutes ago when she said she went running by herself at 5:30 a.m. She did, but he ended up showing up and said he couldn't run the early. Not a big deal because she told me she was running with him. But she insisted when she got back that he never even showed up. So, why lie about it? Really weird. I called her a nit and she said she loves me and only has feelings for me. And she wouldn't destroy her career and his career by cheating, more emphasis in what she would lose than she loves me. He is a super fancy pants sports star and is married with kids himself. When he was at a business trip, my wife said he needed to text her updates for the conference. He ends up sending her a picture of a $750K car he is thinking about buying. She shows me that's still pretty weird that he is texting this to his employee, right? Aside from that, she removed texting from the iPad and her computer at home. She also changed the passwords on this account. I made her show me the messages to him. She had erased them all. So now what? Was she having a physical affair to you? She says absolutely not. It was all business related. I will say she is addicted to education and learning, and it would not be surprising to hear this, but the fact he was receptive to her calls in the middle of the night is messed. First update, 4 days after I found out. We have been talking over the past few days and arguing and whatnot. She insists she loves me, has only loved me, and will always only love me, but nothing physical ever happened. That a new job got her ripped off, someone could have died if she put the wrong thing in. And that she called him late one night because she needed to make sure what she did was right. That turned into several calls late at night. She admits the calling, but she never emotionally cheated because it really was work-related. She has zero feelings for him, and their relationship has been and still is a 100% professional only. Fair enough. I am reasonable. This seems reasonable. She willingly gave me her iPhone and said install spyware in it. I told her I will be recovering all of the messages, and she said that it's fine. So maybe I am being over the top, but why you raise them if it wasn't incriminating? She said she didn't think I would like it if I knew she was texting him. I said first, do you think I like finding out you erase all of these messages more? Second, if it was all professional, why would I care? She has apologized about 1 million times, promises it will never happen again, but I cannot get over the raising of the messages. It will be chilling to see if she erased these I called her at work to ask her about the number. If she erased them right after recalled, the messages will more than likely be incriminating. Second, update, sorry. Not updated in a while. This sucks. So the texting continued to happen. The call stopped, so over the course of the last 7 months, without getting in too much detail, as this would go on forever, she continued to get sext from him. She got a couple of him asking if he can buy her lingerie or telling her how great her buddy is. She texted him back. She said, "Don't test me." He said, "I'd love to test you all night long. I saved everything when this was accruing. Whistle had a great relationship, love yous. Kissing every morning, sex, but a few weeks ago, they went to conference together. She hung up on me when I called, then immediately called him from her room to his room so it wouldn't be in phone records. T. Dale here. He called her from a cell phone not belonging to him, so I wouldn't be able to track it. He shows up. Also, I have the entire audio of this. I listened when she got home, she fucking completely froze up. Couldn't believe what was happening and that I knew. Things get pretty hairy. No violence. Just yelling and screaming. I left. She spent a couple days with kids at her parents'. She came back, wants to work things out, agreed to counseling. I'm a fucking mess. Have no idea what a deal. I love her. Believe she is my soulmate. She said that they both just fucked up, and they hear they were making things happen together, and adrenaline and rush of it all. Yada yada. But he is such a fucking predator. They still work together. I'll wait for less. What the fuck do I do? He has said he has told his wife, but I've seen the messages and appears he didn't tell her everything, like the part where they have sex, which is pretty clear in the audio.